Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you are well, having a good week. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some different hair system transformation videos here on YouTube that have popped up in the past week. And we're just going to be making some commentary on top of them, things to look out for, things that look good, you know the drill. So why don't you join along with me as we voyage into the great world of hair systems. Alright, so this first video right here comes from Chuck Alfieri, Italian hair replacement for men. Okay, so we see right here, this man has some slightly thinning hair. This is honestly not too bad. This is in the domain where I would actually consider medication, but you know, I understand why he's going forward with this. So we're gonna get a little bit of a shave down going on right here. And let's see how this progresses. Let's actually speed up the video. So after the fact, we can see that this density right here is still pretty light. We have good diffusion through the scalp. The density isn't too high. The volume of the hair itself is fairly low. It's not super crazy. And while we can't really see like the full hair system, what we can see and what I'll comment on is this little bit right here. So we can see that this is his natural hair. This right here is the hair system, and we don't have a odd line right here. It looks like it's naturally falling into his natural hair, which is something that you want to look into. Now, as we look at more videos in the future, you're going to see that that is a distinction, that some of the hair systems just really struggle with that, and that's one of the main things that we're going to be looking for. All right, next up we're going to be taking a look at this video right here, which is from Delhi, India, and this one actually right here looks like we're going to be taking a look at some hair clipping, right? So this guy right here, here's his hair loss. So it looks like this is his first time because his hair is a little bit grown out, but definitely significant hair loss going on the Norwood scale. So first thing to note, we can actually see that this hair system is using clips, right? Which is different than a lot of the stuff that we see. I've been getting a lot of questions about clips and how they actually look. One thing to note about hair clips is that it does add a little bit of volume to this region right here because they stand off of your scalp a little bit. So that's something to know. So we're gonna get our little cut in right here. Let's see how it turns out. Now we're at the point where we're gonna be styling it. Now, here's something interesting, right? So I watched this video right before, and I looked at this guy's hair system in through this portion right here. Now, we're gonna come back to this, right? So watch, as he starts to style it, here's the final look right here. Now, personally, I don't think the final look is good. This actually goes back to one of the things that we were just talking about a second ago, and that's how the hair system hair falls over his natural hair. We can see this line, this little divot, and it just doesn't look natural. It's blown out, right? Now, one of the things that you want to look for inside of your hair system look that you finally go for is like this natural kind of flow from the hair system hair into your natural bio hair. So as you can see right now, like mine is messy. I just got out of the shower. However, if you look right here, the way that this is hair system hair sweeps into my natural hair, it doesn't look like there's these unnatural bumps or ridges or anything like that. Now contrast that to this right here. Now I personally think that this right here is, well, it's not detectable, it's okay. But if we look back right around here, now his look is definitely messy, like, you know, they're styling it. But if we look at this region right here, it looks so much more natural than this final blown out look right here. So comparing that to this right here, I honestly think that the messier look is better because there's this natural kind of like falling of the volume into the sides of the hair that you get when it's your natural hair. Now this next video I really like because it is a shorter hairstyle, and I think it's done fairly well. A lot of times with shorter hairstyles, the densities don't match up. Sometimes it's the color, sometimes just like the style just doesn't really look like it fits. But check out what's going on in this next one. Okay, so right here, it looks like we got a full poly system. This one actually looks a little bit thicker. I don't know if this makes sense, but just by the shine of it, it to me seems like it's a thicker poly system. The ultra thin skin ones don't really have the same kind of reflective shine. They're a little bit more opaque or translucent, if that makes sense. But let's take a look. So with this one right here, it looks like they already pre-cut this in. Maybe this is a reinstallation as opposed to a brand new install. But as we put it on, right, just like a gentle little kind of just to make sure it's stuck on there. But this right here is immediately after, right? So we can see that this is his natural hair and it goes into this. Now there is a little bit of a change in the texture and quality right here, so I do want to note that. And I'm being hypercritical, guys, but the only reason I'm being hypercritical is just so we can learn a little bit more. And like, nobody would know that this guy is wearing a hair system on the street. Absolutely nobody. If your hair system looks this good, you're in the gold right here. But this just looks absolutely fantastic in my mind. You know, this right here doesn't bother me too much. It probably could be a little bit more blended, but overall I think that this natural fall line right here over the crown of his head is fairly good, looks fairly natural, and I think this is a really good job. All right, this next one comes from Mr. Cobello. This video is called "This Hair System Transformation Changed His Life." So I got big expectations, but I'm pretty excited to see what this guy does.
Ashley, he's 28 years old. He's got male pattern baldness, and he's here to tell you his story along with a massive blind reaction.
Past year, I think, it's just started to thin quite a lot. It's only when
Bro, you're past thinning quite a lot.
Taking photos and you see the top of the head and like the front sort of thing. And I think I'm a bit more self-conscious now seeing that. It does affect me, yeah, because the people I go out with do have lots of hair.
Okay. First off, I'm just gonna go back to this. This is actually kind of a dope look right here. Just like that super curly. Like, personally, I love the ideas of really curly systems. I'd love to actually try one on one day that has like, not quite like a Justin Timberlake type curl, but something a little bit curlier with a shorter hairstyle. I think it could look dope. But check this out. They actually got some little paper over his glasses right here, so that way he can't see what he finally looks like. So it looks like he's gonna get a completely blind reaction, like they said in the video, and we get to see it with him for the first time. So right here, we got this nice little fade. Oh my gosh. Yo, he looks really good already.
Ready?
Wow.
A bit nervous, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm shocked. I am shocked.
Wow.
It looks amazing.
Wow, that's incredible. Let's go back real quick. I wanna look at this. This is what he looked like before, right? So this was him before, and then this is what we get after. Man, what a transformation. Changed this guy's life, I think. This is a good hair system. So look at this right here, right? If we look at the side, if we see this right here, like there's such a natural progression into his head. Like there's none of that unnatural bounce or that unnatural line right here. I call it the mushroom top in a lot of my videos, where the hair kind of comes down, swoops in, and then it's the natural, like the side of the head. Whereas here, it's just a very natural fall line, and man, it looks really great. It makes me so happy to see guys when they have like a really, really great hair transformation and it completely changes their life like that. Like it just, I feel it in my soul. All right, now we're going back to Hair System Heyduk, which we haven't talked about them or looked at their videos in a while, but they've got a new transformation that was posted a couple days ago, and I want to go over it. Let's chat. Let's see what it looks like. All right. All right. So this is our starting place right here. His hair was really, really thin. If we go back and we look at this one more time, so it just diffuse thinning right here. This looks like, honestly, maybe he had some hair transplants. Oh yeah, look at right here. It says no luck with a hair transplant. You see how it's like evenly distributed, diffuse? Like it looks like he got these hair transplants a while ago and he just kept on losing his hair. Okay, cool. So we're right on the money there. Okay, cool. So now we're into the cut-in right here. Let's see what they're gonna do. So one thing to know, this is a very low density system. Not a ton of hair, which is always a good start. The fact that it's diffused, you can see through it, that's absolutely desirable. I like it. They're kind of going for like this flat top right here and then a little swoop in the front. It's classic look. Oh man, it looks so good. Looks so happy. Yeah, so this looks like a really low maintenance style right here. You know, you're gonna have to get your hair cut fairly often. And that's one of the things when you get back to having hair, is that you really got to go in and you got to take care of it. You got to get haircuts, you got to get trimmed up, right? Or else things are not going to keep looking right. Me right now, I'm actually growing out my hair, which is why it's kind of a mess. But if you're going to go for a style like this and you want to look like clean cut and you want your hair system to keep on looking good, you got to keep on going in, taking care of it, taking care of your natural hair. That's how you get a quality look and you keep a quality look. Yeah, but this guy looks absolutely fantastic. He looks like, man, completely different person. I love to see stuff like this right here. It makes me happy to see someone like find success when it comes to hair systems. Anyways, guys, let me know what you thought of these videos right here. If you thought any in particular, like you learned something from, if you thought they were really good, really bad, all that kind of stuff. I try to mix in a variety of things to do, things not to do in these, so that way we can learn, keep it positive, keep it light. And guys, have a blessed day.